Hi, and welcome to Wisdom from the Angels. Hi, my name is Carolyn, and I want to welcome you to the channel. If you're new, please hit the subscribe button and the bell next to it, and so that you can get email notifications. And if you are returning, thank you, thank you, thank you. I am so grateful and thankful to have you back. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Look at us. We are at the end of November 2021. We are going to be in 2022 before we know it, in less than what, 6 weeks? It's a time of really getting clear. We are right deep in holiday season. For some people, they're deep in shopping season. That's not me, and I don't go crazy anymore, thank goodness. That is not on my list of things to do. And actually, now my life is a lot more peaceful. Now that I have released and let go of some things that no longer serve me, including relationships. I hope all of you are safe, happy, healthy, and your families are too. This is the weekly reading, and I hope that all of you are going to get something out of it, even if it's just a little teeny bit of information. Okay? All right, so let's go ahead and clear this. I do it with 3 strikes representing mind, body, and spirit. So breathe at your own pace and let the breath out each time. Okay? Alrighty. Here we go. I'll share what came through with the angels in a moment. First, I'd like to call them in. Angels, archangels, spirit guides, ascended masters, ancestors, our own spiritual teams, our guardian angels. Please come into this reading, surround us, inspire us, guide us, and bring to us the information that is for our highest good and highest healing. We're going to invite in the ascended masters. We're going to bring in our own spiritual teams. And we are going to bring in the energy of Kali, okay, and Kuan Yin and Buddha. We're so grateful and thankful for all our many, 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 many blessings. Thank you, 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 thank you. All right, so Kali came through, Kuan Yin came through, and oh my gosh, who was the last one? Can't remember. I was channeling. Kali has been showing up with all of the volcano eruptions, and that's about Mother Earth releasing steam, releasing so that there can be a rebirth. Kuan Yin is all about our own personal power. How do you use your power? Do you even recognize you have power? So the reading is starting off with the solar plexus chakra. The angel that is in charge of that is Archangel Michael. And Michael is telling us it is time for us to really get clear about what it is we truly, truly desire in life. When Michael shows up, it's all about releasing other people's stuff, releasing their energy, releasing their needs as we sometimes put other people's needs ahead of our own. We're being told now, put yourself first. And I know growing up, many of us heard the message, if you put yourself first, you're being selfish. Don't do that. Well, it's important for us to really go back and look at that. That was from a time where people might have been more selfish than needed to be. But right now, we're being called to go back and take care of ourselves. Take care of ourselves on the daily. There's so much going on in our world. Not that there hasn't been before, but the challenges we're faced with now are unprecedented. It is time for us to really practice some self-care. And when I say practice some self-care, I mean just practice self-care. Start taking care of how you spend your energy. Start looking at your energy like you do your money, because that's the equivalent of it. Do you spend your money everywhere? Every place you go, you just drop a dime here, you drop a dime there, you drop 50 here, you drop 100 there. No, you don't. You don't shop at every grocery store. So why do you give everyone your energy? Why do you allow everyone in? Where are your boundaries? Do you know how to even create a boundary? Do you know how to release other people's energy when they come into your field? Do you practice that on the daily? I tell people, go home and add salt to your bath water or use it as a scrub after you've done your shower. Disconnect from other people's energy. Go to my website and look up cord cutting. The information's down below, but it's www.carolynjwoodson.com, and look under freebies for cord cutting energetically. And it's a very simple ritual, doesn't take you 5 minutes, but it allows you to cut away other people's energy. Now, you're not cutting them away, but you're cutting away energy that's depleting you. People need to take responsibility for their own energy and how they're choosing to show up in the world. Sorry, this little crystal's calling my name. And also start to look at, where are people draining you? Where do you feel drained? When you're around someone, or someone, say the phone call comes in, and you see who's on the caller ID, and you go, oh my God, this again? And you go, hello, but you know you're going to feel drained when you get off the call. Where is that happening in your life, and where do you need to stop doing that? Okay? Where do you need to put boundaries up? It's okay to be empathic. It's okay to empathize. It's okay to give advice when asked. The one thing we must really be clear about, when we choose to jump into someone's problem and tell them, and this is what you should do, and this is how you should say it, and this is we are giving away our energy and our power, and we're also depriving them of making good choices. Even with children, you can say to them, say it's about a bully at school. Ask them what happened. Ask them how they'd like to handle it. And then give them an empowering way to handle it. If you take away an adult's choice to make a decision, then what starts to happen is a very big imbalance in a relationship. We would like healthy, balanced relationships in our lives so that people coming into our world are healthy. They're balanced. They know what they are really, truly working for. What are their goals? What do they stand for? What are their values? So get really clear about that. And there's also a exercise on my website for values. These are all free. And one of the reasons that they're free, because someone said to me, why are they free? Do they work? Yes, they work. And part of the reason that they're free is everyone should be able to have their own life vision and desires born. Okay? Right now we're going through a heavy rebirth on this planet and in our communities, and we're seeing old things that used to work falling away. We're seeing things that no longer work falling away, or we're seeing structures breaking down. Why are they breaking down? Because they didn't work. They didn't work in the first daggone place. So this card is telling us it is safe for you to be powerful. Take charge of your life in positive ways. So how can you begin to really look at your life and really say, you know what? This is my life. I went to my friends. They gave me their advice. Yay, I'm going to, consider it. However, how will I show up? How will I implement what is right for me? That's the key. Your friends can tell you, your family can tell you how to do something, what's best for you, how to go about it. May not be the right thing for you. Okay? Start to look at that. And I pulled 5 cards already, and I'm going to put my glasses on because the print's a little small. But the first card out is the 9 of water. And it's Uriel. Uriel's all about the wisdom. It's the number 9. The number 9 is an ending of a cycle. Because when a cycle ends, there's room for rebirth. Uriel is all about wisdom. How are you going to use the wisdom and the lessons you've learned to be courageous in your life, to be fearless in your life. Never mind what you did in the past, or go back and reflect, but don't stay there. The past is gone. You have today, the present. You're not even promised tomorrow yet. You won't get that promise till you wake up in the morning. First thing you're going to say is thank you, right? Remember from the high vibe reading? You're going to say thank you. But what this card is saying to us is we are at the end of a cycle. We're getting ready to step into a new beginning. And wishes are going to come true if we've been doing our work. Our wishes can become reality. We can really, truly have those lives that we've truly been dreaming of. They're saying this is a magical time of life. It's a time of good fortune. Have faith in the universe that all will be well. So when you start to feel like you're getting down or mopey or you're feeling depleted, remember, you can always say to yourself and remind yourself, everything always works out for me. Everything always works out for me. And go on with that thought. Stop worrying. What does worry do? Puts creases in your eyebrows and in your forehead and wrinkles on your skin. But nothing gets done when you're worrying. Start to take concerted action. The next card that comes out is justice. Justice is all about us finding balance in our life. We see the wheels, we see the balance here of the justice wheel. Where do you feel that you are imbalanced in your life? Where do you feel you need more balance in your life? What do you need to release in order to get that balance? Who do you need to release? Maybe what habits do you have that you need to release? And on the card it says, and then we have Raguel coming through. That's why I made this reading about relationships. Raguel is all about harmony in our relationships. Where do you have harmony in your relationships, and with who? Who do you really enjoy being around? And where do you find you have disharmony or there's a disconnect? Where is that going on? This says be impartial and objective. Stand up for what you believe. Try to see all sides of a situation. You will win if your position is one of integrity. So, in order to get balance, we have to look at the relationships where we feel are in balance. Then look at the ones that we feel are no longer in balance. Are they worth keeping? Ask Raguel to work with you and to show you what is in harmony, what is in sync, who is in sync, who is in harmony, who has your back at the end of the day. Of course you have your back. Of course the universe has your back. But at the end of the day, who really has your back? What friends, what family, what loved ones have your back? Okay? And then also start to look at who doesn't. Now, do you want to keep them in your life? Yeah, you love them. But do you want to have boundaries around when they come into your life, when they use your energy, when you will extend energy toward them? Some people right now may need to be cut off for a while. And you may need to shift gears just to give yourself a chance to heal and to breathe. There's nothing wrong with taking a break. All right? And you can tell them, hey, for a little while I'm going to take a break. I need to go take care of myself. Oh, girl, what's going on? I just need this downtime for myself right now. And I'll let you know when I come back. And take that downtime. If you need to block somebody, block them. If you need to mute their messages, mute them. You can always go back and change your mind later, but change it when you're in a good place, not when you're in a place of fear, not when you're worrying about what am I missing out on. No, that's going to deplete you. Now it's about getting into balance. And one of the most important reasons why it's important for us to, number one, allow in the rebirth is by rebalancing ourselves. So that when we go into 2022, and we may still be working on it, but when we go into 2022, we are in a very different place than we have been. The next card out is the Knight of Air. Very fast-moving knight. Time to take action. There is a red cardinal on top of him, and he's got his sword up in the air, and that horse is on its way. Where do you need to take action and let go of some things that no longer are serving you? The card says be decisive, focused, and driven. Events that move with great speed, sudden or unexpected changes. So when we start to implement our own boundaries and we start to really say, you know what, not doing that this year. You might even decide, hey, I'm not going to so-and-so's house this year for Thanksgiving. It's not happy for me when I'm there, or for whatever reason. I just don't feel like being around people. Start to then look at where it is you feel you're balanced and when you're not. Because when you're out of balance, that means your energy is being depleted. You may not be aware of it, but it is. And yes, honor your ancestors, honor your elders. At the same time, you don't need to jump into the fire with them. You don't need to jump into their mindset. Honor who you are and allow it to be. Okay? The next card that's coming out, we have another knight, and it's the Knight of Water. And this knight is very fickle. This knight is on a fast-moving horse, but he's sort of all over the place. And this is saying to me that in this position, how can you be healing? Where do you need to be healing? What is out of sync? You know, you see the beautiful waterfall behind them and the horse is in the water. And this is a time where if you make the right choices and you make the right decisions, your heart is going to just fill up. It's going to be so full of love and joy and gratitude. But you have to make those right decisions. The next card is the Four of Air. Raziel is on this card. And this is all about what insights have you been gaining. Now, we've had a new year here, the year of 2021. When we take the 2, the 0, and the 2, and the 1, and we reduce them in numerology, we come up with the number 5. 5 is all about change, shift. What changes this year helped you out? What changes allowed you to heal? What changes do you still need to make so that you can continue healing? It may mean that you need to put some things on hold or some people on hold. And if you're not sure how to do that, look around for helpful people. It could be someone you truly trust. If you're religious and you go to church, maybe it's someone at your church. It could be an older person that you can go to that you truly trust and ask for insight. How do I help this? How do I heal this? It could be just sitting down with yourself and having meditation like this person's doing on this card. And really getting clear. Now, this is the number 4. I didn't discuss that number. It's the number 4. And the number 4 is all about foundations. What foundations are you building right now? Are you building foundations that are solid? Are you building foundations that are going to crumble? Because that's what we see going on in the world right now. A lot of things are crumbling and breaking down. Why? They were never solid. They were never meant to stand the test of time. But you have the ability now to really get in there and build foundations that are strong, that are stable, and that will last. So start to look at helpful people. Who can help you with these relationships? Who can help you get some understanding, some clarity? Maybe you need to hire a coach. Maybe you need to have a healing session. Contact me. We can set up a time. We can do a healing session to allow you to release some of those boundaries and things that have been imposed on you. You can start to release old trauma. You can start to release old memories. You can start to release things that have kept you in a bind. Release them and let go, because as long as they're there, you have no room for anything new. And you can sit all day long or talk all day long about all this wonderful stuff you want. But if there's no room in your life for it to come in, or there's old pain hanging around, or there's things within your energetic body that need to be dusted off, now's the time to do that so that you can really, really step into the full power of who you are. Remember, that card that says you are powerful, the first card out. You are powerful, but you have to make a decision to step into that power. Can't make this up. The angels are saying, let go. Let go of what no longer serves you. Let go of the people, the places, the situations. I'm not saying go quit your job, but I'm saying maybe look for a new one. As I heard someone say, should I quit my job? No, go look for a new one. Look for one that really is about what you truly desire to have in your life. Because if you're doing something you truly desire in your life, you will never be working. It'll be fun every single day. And communicate very clearly to the angels what you want. Talk to them. There's no formula to how to talk to them. Talk to them like you would speak to your best friend. They're hanging out there waiting on you, but you've got to give them permission to work in your life. You've got to give them permission. Give it up to the universe. Give it up to your creator. Give it up to the angels. Speak to them like you would talk to your best friend, because that's who they are. They will never interfere on your free will. But you must give them permission. Otherwise, they're just sitting out there, we're going, okay, anytime now. You want to ask for me to help out? Okay, anytime now. Call on your angels. Give them permission to take away what no longer works in your life so that you can be that powerful, courageous human being. And they're saying start with forgiveness. Forgive yourself. Just say, I forgive myself. That's a very simple, energetic sentence. I forgive myself. Period. Now, what are you forgiving yourself for? You can go get into that if you want to, but don't get bogged down by it. Just saying, I forgive myself. I forgive you. You can picture the person. You don't have to call them. You don't have to tell them. You don't have to talk to them about it. You know? And the next time they see you and they're like, wow, she's kind of acting different. She doesn't seem angry and upset. Because I'm going to tell you, a lot of people might forgive something and they're going on with their life. They ain't even thinking about it. And you sitting over here still angry and mad. I know something that happened in our family in 2009. And I recently spoke to a cousin because we had a death in the family, and I heard in the background someone say, I want to hear this conversation. I want to hear what she got to say. Because she's the one that lied. Which I hadn't done. But that's how it was given to this person and to the rest of the family. I spoke the truth, and the truth was not something the person wanted to hear. And so it got carried as a burden. She's over there. I don't know how we got here. Why would she do that? Why would she say that? Oh my God, she's just trying to da-da-da-da-da-da. Meanwhile, Carolyn's over here doing forgiveness, sending love and light, and knowing that I did not do what was pushed on me. I did not say what was pushed on me. A lot of times people will do that when they're in pain and to deflect. And that doesn't necessarily mean that it was what happened. Now, there are always different perspectives in a situation and different places that people come from. You can't correct how they see you. They're going to see you like that until forever. All you can do is make sure when you look in the mirror that you are right with yourself. I have forgiven them. I forgave myself. I forgave the situation. I have moved on. And I did it years ago. But here she is still. That was 2009. This is 2021. She's still in that energy. I'm not. I waited a few weeks, reached out, and I said, so do we have a long overdue conversation coming up? Because I got to be honest with you, I've forgiven all this. I'm not there anymore. You did? You forgave? Oh, I didn't know that. I'm not angry about anything. I'm not upset about anything. And I'm not coming back the way I used to be either. Because that's a boundary I've set. No. I love you, but I will not be back. Period. And that's where it is for me. And if I'm a lone wolf in the world, guess what? I'm a pretty happy wolf. So Let me not get off subject. But I'm sharing all of these things and all the stories with you to just let you know that there's nothing wrong with choosing your own path. There's nothing wrong with you forgiving. There's nothing wrong with you saying a silent prayer of forgiveness. And I'm going to do a whole video on that this week so that people can really start to see the energy that is around forgiveness. And just repeating some very simple phrases can really free you up to live your life. And live your life from a place of pure love. Love for yourself, love for your fellow man. And that doesn't mean when you love them that you invite them back in necessarily. Or you may choose to invite them back in, but now you have healthier boundaries. All right, that's it for this week. Go have an amazing week. Have all the fun in the world. Eat as much pie and cake as you can manage to get your hands on, and dessert and all those good things that happen around this time of year. And just enjoy yourself. And then come on back next week for more wisdom from the angels. This is Carolyn saying thank you and namaste.